I love the versatility of Detroit. I believe that we're a melting pot. I believe that even though we've gone through our rough patches, I believe there are opportunities here, and I believe there are opportunities for everybody. The biggest challenge is the financial challenges. I live not too far from here, so I hate to say it, but Thursday was my trash pickup day, and my trash is still out there. That and the police department. We need more police officers, but they need money to hire more police officers. So, but I think that the good part about that, if there is that it has forced individuals, the community residents, to get more involved. So if the community collaborates with the police department, we'll be one big better city. My neighborhood is I like it most is because our neighborhoods are involved, or my neighbors are involved. I have young people on my block, I have senior citizens on my block, and we all come together to make our block what it is. What I don't like is the fact that they closed all the recreation centers. There's nothing for our young people to do. When I was growing up, I had the recreation centers, I had after-school activities, I had neighborhood activities I could participate in, and there's nothing for kids to do when they get out of school. So an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So if they have nothing to do, what are they going to do but get in trouble? I'm an advocate for our young people and our senior citizens. There's not a lot for our senior citizens to do either. Our senior citizens are staying in their homes more often now, where you used to see them out, you see them gathering, you would see them partaking amongst themselves, but they're afraid to come out now because they're afraid of being accosted, they're afraid of being taken advantage of, so they just stay at home. And that's a sad thing, because with them staying at home indoors, we don't get the value of knowing what history is, what they lived through, what they can teach us. And our senior citizens have a lot to offer, but by them being shut up in indoors, we're not getting of that. I hope my city to come back to be the gym that it used to be, where people wanted to come to the city. They weren't afraid to go downtown. They weren't afraid to be out after dark. That's what I want for my city. I mean, I still do that, but the activities aren't as plentiful as they used to be. I remember saying, I can't wait till I get older. I can't wait till I get 21. Well, I'm well above that now, and it's nothing like it was when I was wishing to be 21. The Avenue of Fashion, when I was growing up, it had stores up and down from 8 Mile all the way to 6 Mile. I know on Saturdays my mom and I would come up here and shop. I got my first pair of high heels not too far from here down on the Avenue of Fashion. I had to take them back, but I initially bought them from the Avenue of Fashion. And I took them back because they were too high. I see individuals working for nothing, volunteering to bring it back to what it was. So being that we have a business, we have our Mary Kay business, they've allowed us to come in here, they're not charging us. We are trying to reach the community, and we're doing all that for free. I would tell people to come and see what we're all about. Don't go by what they hear about on the news, on the radio, because they're spotlighting the negative. They're not spotlighting the positive. I read a story from an individual who came to visit, and when they found out all the gyms that we had, they couldn't believe of all the untapped venues that we have that people never hear about because they only talk about the negative. And that person came back in and did a documentary on everything that we have, from the Motown Museum, from the Detroit Zoo to downtown, and how we have the festivals during the summertime, from the Detroit Institute of Arts, all the things that we have here. And a lot of our city residents take that for granted. I mean, I was probably, and I hate to say it, I was probably 18 before I went to the Motown Museum. So, and it's wonderful. I'm in Detroit because I was born and raised in Detroit. I love Detroit, and I believe Detroit is on its way back, so I'm here to stay.